Overthinking? Right. Overthinking. We've all been there, right? Your mind is racing, thoughts are swirling, and you just can't seem to shut it off. It's like your brain is Google Chrome with too many tabs open. When you're overthinking, the best thing you can do is write. Grab a pen and paper or open up a note on your phone and just start jotting down everything that's on your mind. Don't worry about making it pretty or organized. The goal is to get it out of your head and onto the page. Why does this work? Well, writing helps in a few ways. It gives your thoughts a place to go. Instead of bouncing around in your head, they have somewhere to land. It helps you see your thoughts more objectively. Sometimes, when we see our worries written down, we realize they're not as big or scary as they seemed in our heads, and it can help you spot patterns or solutions you might have missed when everything was jumbled up in your mind. So, have you ever tried writing out your thoughts when you're overthinking? If not, why don't you give it a shot right now? Pause the video, grab something to write with, and spend just 2 minutes jotting down what's on your mind. Then, come back and we'll move on to our next emotion. Anxious. Meditate. Next, anxiety. That jittery, uncomfortable feeling that can make your heart race and your palms sweat. When anxiety hits, it can feel like you're losing control. But here's the good news. There's a simple tool that can help, and that tool is meditation. Now, I know that the idea of meditating might seem a bit strange to you. When anxiety hits, sit still for too long seems impossible. But hear me out. Meditation doesn't have to mean sitting cross-legged on the floor for hours. It can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths and focusing on the present moment. Just sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, counting to 4. Hold that breath for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth, counting to 4. And repeat this cycle 4 times. That's it. You've just meditated. How do you feel? If you want to dive deeper into meditation, there are tons of great apps and YouTube videos out there with guided meditations. But even just a few deep breaths can make a big difference when you're feeling anxious. Tired? Nap. We've all had those days where we're just dragging, right? Perhaps you didn't sleep well last night, or you've been working really hard lately. When you're tired, everything feels harder. The solution? It might sound obvious, but it's incredibly effective. Take a nap. But I'm not talking about crawling into bed for hours. I'm talking about a power nap. One of those can boost your alertness and energy levels quickly, improve your mood, and reduce stress and enhance your cognitive function, making you more productive when you wake up. But how do you take a good power nap? The secret is keeping it short. Aim for about 20 minutes. Any longer, and you risk falling into deep sleep, which can leave you feeling groggy when you wake up. So, go to your bed or couch, set an alarm for 20-30 minutes, close your eyes and relax. And when your alarm goes off, get up right away. Maybe you won't actually fall asleep right away, but don't worry. Even just lying down and resting for a bit can help you feel more refreshed. Sad? Exercise. We all feel sad sometimes, and it's a totally normal emotion. We're not robots, not yet. But when sadness starts to weigh you down, one of the best things you can do is get moving. I know. When you're feeling down, moving on might be the last thing you want to do. But exercise is like a natural antidepressant. It releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in your brain, which can lift your mood almost instantly. Besides the chemistry, exercise can help with sadness in other ways too. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. Even if it's just a short walk, you've done something positive for yourself, and that makes you feel good. It also can be a distraction from negative thoughts, can improve your self-esteem and body image. Who wouldn't feel good with an amazing body? But really, moving your body lifts your spirits. You can join a gym, dance to your favorite music in your living room, or take a walk in the park or around your neighborhood. If you choose the last option, you'll get the added bonus of fresh air from nature filling your lungs. Now, here's a challenge for you. Next time you're feeling sad, try this 5-minute mood-boosting workout. 1 minute of jumping jacks, 1 minute of high knees, 1 minute of arm circles, 1 minute of squats, 1 minute of punching the air. It's great for releasing tension. Done? Cool. You can thank me later in the comments below. Stressed? Go for a walk. All right, let's tackle stress. In our fast-paced world, stress has become almost a constant companion for many of us. But sometimes that companion gets too comfortable and settles in without paying rent. So, what could we do? Here's a simple yet powerful antidote. Go for a walk, preferably in nature. No, don't tell me. How can something as simple as walking help with stress? Because I will break it down for you. Physical activity, the thing we talked about before, even something as gentle as walking, releases endorphins, which are natural stress fighters. But walking also gives you a chance to step away from the source of your stress, giving you a new perspective. I'm not saying you should run away from your problems, just give it another view. And if you're walking in nature, you get the added benefits of fresh air and a connection with the natural world, which can be incredibly calming because the rhythmic nature of walking can be meditative, helping to quiet your mind. But if you can't get to nature, don't worry. Even a walk around your neighborhood or office building can help reduce stress. The key is to step away from your stressors and get your body moving, instead of shouting at your boss's face. Angry? Listen to music. Now, anger, our most intense emotion. When you're seeing red, it might seem like nothing can calm you down. But instead of hitting the wall or throwing things on the floor, have you tried something really revolutionary like listening to music? Music has an incredible ability to influence our emotions, and it can be particularly effective in dealing with anger. Why? Because it can distract you from what's making you angry, giving you a chance to cool down. Certain types of music can actually physically calm you, lowering your heart rate and blood pressure. Sure, a heavy metal song may not have the same effect, but a soothing melody definitely can. And if you have a fav playlist with music that you enjoy, it can trigger the release of dopamine, the chemical that can make your brain feel good. So, you better go to Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you use and create a calm down playlist in advance. Fill it with songs that make you feel relaxed or happy. And when you feel anger rising, put on your headphones and listen to your playlist. If possible, find a quiet place where you can fully focus on the music. And if you feel like it, move to the music. Dance or just sway. Movement can help release tension. The type of music that works best can vary from person to person. Some people find that slow, classical music helps them calm down. Others prefer upbeat songs that help them shake off their anger. So go ahead and experiment and see what works best for you. Now, quick question. If you were putting together your playlist right now, what songs would you include? What's one song that never fails to improve your mood when you're feeling angry or upset? Share your go-to mood-lifting song in the comments. Lazy? Reduce screen time. Let's talk about something we've all experienced. Laziness. You know those days when you just can't seem to get motivated? When the couch and your phone seem to have some kind of magnetic pull? Well, I've got news for you. One of the best ways to combat laziness is to reduce your screen time. Now, I know this might sound counterintuitive. When we're feeling lazy, many of us turn to our phones or TVs for easy entertainment. But the thing is, excessive screen time can actually make us feel more lethargic and unmotivated. Screens, especially before bed, can disrupt our sleep patterns, leaving us more tired than before. The constant stimulation from screens can overwhelm our brains, making it harder to focus on tasks. Has this happened to you before? We usually spend time just scrolling through social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and that can trigger feelings of inadequacy or FOMO, which can sap our motivation. Also, screen time is usually a passive activity. We're not glued to our phones when we're out running, for example. Passivity often equals laziness. Now, the question is, how can you reduce your screen time and beat laziness? Well, here are some strategies for you. Set specific times for checking your phone or watching TV, and stick to them. If you set a rule to check your phone only until 9 p.m., stick to it. To help you to achieve that, use app blockers or screen time limiters on your devices. You could ASO create no phone zones in your home, like your bedroom or dining area when it's dinner time. And you can always replace screen time with other activities like reading, exercising, or pursuing a hobby. We don't want you to eliminate screens entirely since they are part of modern life and our work too. But do you think we could find a better and healthier balance? I believe we can. So, why don't you try it? For the next hour after this video, try to avoid all screens. Then come back here and let me know in the comments if you felt more energized. Burnt out? Read. Burnout is when you're just too tired and stressed out from working too hard or dealing with too many demands. It's like feeling totally worn out and losing your spark. And in our always on, constantly connected world, it has become increasingly common. You can spot burnout if you've been feeling completely exhausted, both mentally and physically. It's like being drained all the time, no matter how much rest you get. That's it, and it can be tough to shake. The antidote? It exists, and is reading. Yes, good old fashioned reading. It can be a form of escapism, giving your mind a break from your stressors because it engages your imagination, which can be refreshing when you're feeling drained. And unlike screen based activities, reading doesn't overstimulate your brain. On the contrary, it calms you down. Sometimes burnout makes us feel stuck. Reading can help with that, as it provides new perspectives and ideas that can help you get out of that rut. So, why not start a new book this week? The only rule is that it doesn't have to be related to study or work, so no cheating. Look for something like fiction, a romance novel, or even 50 Shades of Grey if you're in the mood. No judgments here. Just let your imagination fly for a while. Feeling better isn't always about making big, dramatic changes. It doesn't happen overnight. Often, it's these small, simple actions that can make the biggest difference in how we feel. Let me know in the comments which of these techniques you'll try today or which one you like the most. See you next time.